I'ma have you guys know that my opinion is the only one that matters. Hey guys, so there's like this thing going on YouTube, not even YouTube, but like the internet in general, about tier lists. Everyone and their mother is making tier lists right now, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically a list with different rankings, and you rank some kind of topic based on how you feel about it. People are literally ranking whatever they want. Like the one I first saw was iDubbbz. He made a ranking fast foods video, but today I thought I would rank one of the most important things to many of our childhoods, and that is Coolmath Games. I know many of y'all probably have all experienced the time where your class finally gets to go to the computer lab and you're working on a project, and the second your teacher turns around, you go onto coolmathgames.com and play some pretty cool math games. But I know that so many people have so many opinions about the types of cool math games and everything, so I thought today I would make a tier list of the best and the worst cool math games. Gosh, I'm saying cool math games so many times that they should literally sponsor me for the amount of promo they're getting from me. Coolmath Games, if you're watching this, you should sponsor me, which you're probably not, but you never know, maybe you are. So what I've done is I picked out 11 cool math games, and I have a tier list set up, and I'm just going to talk about each game and rank them from S through F. So here's basically our tier list. Now, as you can see over here on the left side, we have rankings from S through F. I know the S is red, but S is the best possible ranking you can get. It stands for super, and then obviously the rest are kind of like school grades. Like you have your A, B, C, D, and if you're failing, it's an F, which is the worst. I don't know why this website makes it these colors. Like the green should be at the top and the red should be at the bottom, but whatever, I don't know. First, we have Blockstores. Now, this is probably one of the first cool math games I've ever played. Like, I genuinely remember logging in to the computer and going on Cool Math Games for the first time, and this was the game on the homepage that I clicked and played first. And I have to say, this game is a pretty good game. The only downside is I feel like it kind of gets a little repetitive because you're basically doing the same thing. You're just figuring out where to go. So I think I'm going to put this at a B because it was a good game, but it kind of got old really quick. So the next game we have is Duck Life. I have a story for you guys. Duck Life is a big part of my early high school career because freshman year of high school, I took this class called Business Information Management. Basically what you would do is it's just like teaching you all the intermediate and advanced stuff of Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and all that jazz. So it was a computer class, obviously. Every single day I was in the computer lab. I like to think I'm pretty smart, so I always finish my work really early. So I always got to go to Cool Math Games. This is the game I started at the beginning of the year, and I just played every single day, leveling up my duck until it was the most powerful duck in the land, and I beat the boss. And also there's like a Duck Life 2, 3, and 4, which are all superb games. Like honestly, this entire franchise is just amazing. So for the emotional attachment aspect and how amazing the game was, I'm gonna have to land our first S tier. I know, but this game is honestly life-changing. Like, if you guys haven't played this, you better go and play it. Next, we have World's Hardest Game. I'm telling you guys right off the bat, this is an F. I cannot deal with this game. The amount of emotional trauma that this game gave me is beyond my comprehension. The title does not do the game justice. Yes, it says World's Hardest Game, but everyone underestimates how hard it actually is. Like, I am not joking. Unless you want to have a series of panic attacks, then don't go play this game, and I guess we're just gonna move on. So now we have this game. Now, I know there's not a title in the picture, but this is Run. And basically what you did in Run is you like run, obviously, but you have to like jump over holes and stuff. Now, as you can see, the second picture I have right next to it is kind of similar, but it's more three-dimensional, which is Run 2. It's the second version of the first Run game. Now, I'm gonna rank these two together because I don't want to do one and then go to the other and it'll be confusing. So, obviously, the second game, I mean, not obviously, because sometimes the second version of things is always worse than the first. For example, movies. But in this case, case, I'm gonna have to say Run 1 was not good. It was fun, but then once you were introduced to Run 2, it was life-changing. Like, Run 2 is exponentially better. So I'm gonna have to rank Run 1 at a C, and I think I'll place Run 2 at an A, because that was a very solid game. I've played that so many times. I just think it deserves a really high rank. I don't think it's S rank because it gets kind of repetitive because you're just jumping over holes. Whereas Duck Life, you had various goals you had to achieve, get various level ups, and defeat people. So it was kind of like a storyline, and I guess I really like those games more. Alright, so next we have Bloons Tower Defense. I personally am not a big fan of this game. I feel like it's another one of those repetitive games. It's literally just like balloons moving in a line and you have to shoot them before it goes to your base. I don't know, this game just doesn't hit for me. I really liked the original Bloons, just like Bloons on its own, where it's all these balloons and you have to shoot arrows to destroy them all. But Bloons Tower Defense, it's like the balloons are moving in a line and you have to destroy them with various kinds of traps and stuff. And I don't know, I just did not enjoy it, but I know a lot of people did enjoy it. So for that, I'm not gonna give it an F because I'm gonna take other people's opinions into account. So I'm gonna give this game a D because I personally didn't like it, but I know it was kind of a good game. Next, we're moving on to Factory Balls. I love this game. Like, this game was just such a good, like, creative game. It really made your mind think, and that's what I think Coolmath Games is about. The reason Coolmath Games is unblocked on all school computers across the country is because they have games that make your mind think, and this is a great example because you have these balls and you have all these various covers, sprays, and stuff. You have to get the exact same pattern, and it's kind of challenging, but I just really love the craftsmanship of the game, and I also think they have 4 different versions, so I'm gonna put this at an A because it's such a good game and I think it deserves a good score. Okay, next we have Raft Wars. I personally think this game is a pretty short game. Like, you could definitely sit down and finish it, but I think it's pretty fun. You have these 2 babies and you're shooting tennis balls and rockets to like destroy the evil people on the other side of the ocean. And I think just like all the graphics and stuff are pretty cute, but I feel like the game was kind of short. It's the same thing every time. It just gets like kind of harder, but I had fun playing this game all the time. So I'm gonna give this a B because it deserves a good score, but I don't think it had any kind of like wow factor to make it go up more. Next, we have 2 p.p.s games. Now, I'm sure all of y'all know about the p.p.s games. These literally took the world by storm. Basically, what these are is you're a worker at the store and you're making food for customers, but it's really hard because you have to have a good multitasking ability to cook food and not burn it, make other food, take orders, put out orders. So it's literally just like all this stuff coming at you at once, and that's another example of a prime Coolmath game. It makes your brain think, it teaches you skills, and it's just overall so much fun. So I have 2 because I picked out my favorite and my least favorite. This is a very controversial topic. Everyone has favorite and unfavorite p.p.s games, but these are mine. For my favorite, I'm gonna have to go with p.p.s Freezeria. This is the one I played the most often. When I wasn't playing Duck Life, I was playing p.p.s Freezeria, and I just have to say, the craftsmanship and the ideology of the game is just so good, and I love desserts, so this was perfect for me. So I'm gonna put p.p.s Freezeria at S because it deserves that. p.p.s games are well crafted on its own, and this one was just a whole nother breed, so that's why I'm giving it an S. On to my least favorite, p.p.s Cheeseria. Now, this is the same thing, but instead of ice creams, you're doing grilled cheese. Now, let me just talk about all of them in general. They had a taco version, they had a burger version, a hot dog version, all these different versions of the same game, and there's so much variety you can do. But grilled cheese? Like, no, like that's not a thing. Like, do people really put other stuff in their grilled cheese? Because I just think that's wrong. If you're making a grilled cheese, it's just bread and cheese. If you put anything else in it, it's not a grilled cheese. I just don't think the variety in this game was good. I just don't think this works. Like, that's why I'm giving this a D because it's not extremely bad like World's Hardest Game. It's a bad game, but I still guess I have to appreciate the whole Papa's franchise in general, so I'm gonna spare its life and not give it the worst score. And finally, the last game we have is Sugar Sugar. Now this game was honestly so much fun. Like there's this beam of sugar landing and there's a cup at the bottom and you have to draw lines to lead the sugar to the cup. I felt like this was a really good quick game. Like if you're in the middle of an assignment and your teacher turns around, you can just pull up Sugar Sugar and play a few levels and then go back to your work. For that reason, I'm gonna put it at a B. There wasn't really any wow factor with this game either, but it was just a well-crafted game and a really good concept. There you guys have it. This is the full tier list. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys agree with my tier list because I honestly think my opinions are very good on this topic. But if you guys have any discrepancies, definitely leave a comment down below and tell me what you think should be placed differently. But thank you guys so much for watching. I've been getting a lot of new viewers recently, so if you're new here, thanks for sticking around. I've got so many great videos planned out for the next few weeks, so definitely stay prepared for those. And if you're new here and not subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button because you're gonna want to be here for these next few videos. But I guess that's it, so I'll see you next week. Peace.